Hey everyone, welcome back to the show, girls. It's episode 45, October 2nd. We're already in October. It's Carly
and Darian. And we were just talking about how we've been recording for over a year now.
Our first podcast was in August of 2019 when the world was good.
Yeah, I wish I knew then what I know now, I really would have been living my life more. I know that sounds horrible, but Connor always asked me to go to concerts of people I don't care about, and I said no, but now I would just kill to go to a concert.
Like you would go stand in an EDM show that you did not want to be at.
Hands down, and just stuff like that, I mean, really live life to the fullest.
Yep, it's crazy. Well, I finished day 10 of my workout regimen.
I forgot. So you're with all of your Arbonne stuff too.
Yes, and my shakes and my everything. This is day 10. I haven't really compared. I didn't want to do the scale at the beginning because I really don't care what that is,
Yeah.
I just want to feel good. I can tell I feel good. And at night, I'm tired when I go to sleep. I have a full day.
Oh yeah.
But I should have measured, how you measure your thighs and your arms and
yeah, or even instead of the scale, maybe just take pictures because you're probably losing so much bloat and stuff too that you don't realize.
I did take pictures. So I guess I could do are you supposed to just am I supposed to wait till day 28 when the thing is over?
Yeah, or some people, so for example, even right now at the Orange Theory Transformation Challenge, they took starting and then they'll do middle and then ending. So you could do middle if you wanted.
Okay, so next week maybe I could compare.
Yeah, it's kind of like you're doing a transformation challenge with me.
Just not as fit as Orange Theory. I am not fitness at all, but I'm trying.
No, I'm so proud of you. I'm glad that I actually forgot that you were doing it. I should have asked you this week if it was going well, but it is.
Yeah, I'm trying not to tell people, so don't tell anyone, but it's real.
Yeah, that's awesome. I, on the other spectrum, right before this call, ate a whole box of pastaroni. I don't know why.
What is that?
Pastaroni is just boxed. It's boxed mac and cheese, but pasta. So buttered noodles, or they have other flavors like Alfredo, and it's like that.
Pastaroni, the San Francisco treat.
What?
I think Rice-A-Roni, that used to be their tagline, is San Francisco treat.
So. Gotcha. So pastaroni is by Rice-A-Roni, I think. How did you remember that? What the hell? But
I remember everything about a commercial.
That's true. Anything with song, I feel like a
song or a commercial
tagline.
Or a tagline. Tell me, I will know it.
You were meant to be an advertiser.
Yeah.
But yeah, my Orange Theory transformation has been going good. But honestly, the end of this week, it's been rough. The end of the week, I don't know what has happened, but I was kind of out of it. I literally was like, what do I want for lunch? Oh, this whole box looks delicious. I'm gonna go to Orange Theory in a couple hours and puke my guts up. I don't know why I did that.
How long is an Orange Theory class? Because I'm trying to work up to something.
It's an hour. But listen, let me tell you, here's my Orange Theory plug. And I don't know if Andy, who we used to work with, still listens to this, but he joined Orange Theory because of me. And you go at your own pace. So yes, it's intense, but there's 3 levels just on the tread alone. So there's power walkers, joggers, and runners. I'm jogger runner, but you could be a power walker. So all power walkers do is they just walk, but they mess with the inclines.
Okay. But there's not somebody there, your coach is not saying Darian, speed it up.
No. They will if it's they only say you're doing good. Does that make sense? So if it's a time when I'm supposed to be running really hard and I'm running and I'm oh my God, I'm going to die. They'll be I see you, Darian. Good job, Darian. They would never call you out unless they were like your friend or something. They would never call you out for not doing something.
Okay. Because I know that like I'm still on like low intensity things.
Yeah.
So I am like building myself up. So I just know like maybe that's like a year away.
Yeah. And you can modify anything. So like I always tell people this because I have classes with like 60 and 70-year-olds. Like it's a mix.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a mix of all genders, all body types, all ages, and like even some stuff on the weight floor I have to modify. Like, so you just do modifications for what you can. But I always tell people it's definitely catered to you. It's like one of the things that I pay for that I actually feel so bougie because it's so freaking expensive.
Do you have to wear a mask?
Not in I don't know if it'll be different, like if there's one by your house or something, because I think every studio differs, but I think one person or one group owns all the Orange Theories in Oklahoma, so it's probably the same. But you just have to wear it to walk in and exit the building.
Are you close to people?
Yeah, like, well, right now, so normally there's 36 people in a class, but because of coronavirus, they've cut it down to half capacity, so there's only 18 of
Oh,
us.
that's nice.
Yeah, I actually can't even imagine it going back to 36. I'm like, damn, one day these are all going to be full. So right now there's an empty tread in between every tread. There's an empty
That's
station,
nice. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and I'm in a group me for all of the people on my transformation team, and I'm like, shit, I just ate that whole fucking bowl of rice or pastaroni. I'm so
What do
mad
you win? What do you win if you get it?
Oh, here's the kicker. I thought it was $500. That's why I was really trying. Like, I am winning. I am so confident. I found out today it's $500 worth of swag.
Stop.
Right.
I thought it was a cash prize.
Me too.
Maybe the swag is good. Maybe it's like Lululemon stuff or something.
I feel like it's going to be like, it'll be good stuff, but it'll be all Orange Theory branded. They're supposed to be getting it soon to like put it on display. So I'll know soon. But I was the utmost confidence when it was 500. I was like, there's no other option. I'm winning. It's me. I'm winning. But now I slacked a little, obviously, with the pastaroni. So have you watched The Office? Oh God, did this just freeze? It did. But I know that the other people can hear us, so I'll keep talking. If you watch The Office, there's this episode where they do a 5K and Michael carb loads and eats basically all fettuccine Alfredo. It is still frozen. She's not talking to me. Anyways, he eats all fettuccine Alfredo and then he pukes on the run. And I feel like that's going to be me today in class. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to pause. This is taking way too long. Okay, sorry guys. Technical difficulties of internet, basically.
Yeah, it's a problem, but we're figuring it out. So we were just discussing life updates, and you guys know the house that we moved into, disgusting, a mess, everything. So I walked into the guest bathroom yesterday to clean the toilets, and I was like, I normally clean both toilets at the same time. Mm-hmm. Just like I have it all out, just I'll do both of them.
Yeah.
So I like go in there and I noticed for the first time, I don't know if I like didn't have my contacts in before or just like actually looked at the floor, and there was like nasty stuff all around the toilet, like everywhere. And then I looked in our bathroom and it's dark because it's like the toilet's in its own little room.
Cubby thing.
It was the same in ours. And I was like, I cannot live like this. So when I'm off work tomorrow, like today, this is not happening. And so also the toilet seat broke in the guest bathroom. So nobody can use the bathroom in there because I have to go buy a new toilet seat.
Oh,
it's just wow. So I knew I was going to be on my hands and knees scrubbing the floor. I tied socks to my knees with trash bags. I still have bruises on my knees. I can feel it, but like it definitely helped. And my hand is twitching. Like last night I fell asleep because I was holding myself up, or like I would switch arms, like scrub, and then I'd like have to go back and forth with the mop and the bucket and back and forth with the brush and the grout scrubber and the sponge. And then like my hands were just being used so much, and my hands were twitching because my muscles.
Dude, you say that you're sleeping so well at night because your healthiness, which is probably true, but also probably because you're freaking tired.
Yeah, like every day is full. I try like not to just sit and watch TV, and we don't like technically have internet yet. So I can't like sit and watch my normal YouTube, like 7 YouTube videos in a row on my TV.
So it's a blessing right now.
Yeah, I can like actually get stuff done. So you guys, clean your stuff, please.
Yeah, I was honestly shocked. I was trying to think about it this morning when we were talking about it, and I was like, dude, I feel like even my rent house, like I would sit, like if I knew it was getting dirty, like I would clean on the weekend or something, one full day cleaning the whole house. Like I know that's not very good because I'm wasting my whole day instead of doing a little each day or something. But I'm like, did those people not clean at all?
I have no clue. I hope they listen.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen here, if you listen to this podcast.
Or it would be so shady is if I post on Facebook like before and after pics for each room, and our neighbor across the street is friends with the people that used to live here, and what if she like tells them?
You should. They need to know.
Yeah.
Also, I thought it was interesting that you said they moved to like a smaller fixer-upper, you think. Was that, do you know the reasoning? Like, did they, like, income or something change?
He was in the oil field, and he said that it's just so uncertain that they didn't want to have, and it was only the two of them, and before they lived in like a travel trailer because he traveled so much for work.
Yeah.
So they didn't have anything in here. Like, it was literally empty.
So they probably shouldn't have even bought it in the first place, basically.
Yeah, they only were here for a year. How does it get that dirty in a year?
Oh my God, that is crazy. I thought for some reason, I imagined them living there a long time, and I thought they had kids and stuff because it has so many rooms.
Mm-mm.
Dang.
No.
Crazy.
So, yeah, it's nuts. And I just want to tell them, in your ear, in your rear, Ramona.
Of course you'd bring up a reference like that. That's hilarious. Okay, without further ado, no, I don't need to say that because other people say that. Do you just want to do what's the haps?
Let's do what's the haps. Da, 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 da.
It's hard if you listen or watch something so often you pick up mannerisms or sayings, and so that's what I just did, and I hate that I just did that. So, okay, what's the haps?
Nicki Minaj had a baby.
Yes, we don't know if it's a boy or girl. She actually had it September 30th. It is with her husband, who I talked about this before. There's kind of some bad stuff with him in the past, but it's basically her high school sweetheart. And yes, she gave birth to a baby on September 30th.
Wow. So much baby news in the world.
Yes, I know. I was like, we need to put them all in a chunk because then, well, save the, okay, just pick one. I guess you did Nicki Minaj, it'd be my turn.
Yeah.
Jax and Brittany from Vanderpump Rules are having a boy.
They're having a boy. So Lala's having a girl. Stassi's having a girl. They're having a boy. And we'll see if he ends up dating them or just is their best friend.
Yes. Did you see little drama there? Someone said to Ariana on Instagram, or maybe it was Tom, they said, like, surprised you weren't there. And she said, so I think it was Ariana. She said, we're not invited to anything anymore. So wow. I think they like cut them out. But honestly, it's like Tom and Ariana, it's not their loss.
No, and I think they're mutually separated. Like, it's not like they want to be there.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't. Heck no.
Yes. So, and then in some sad news, I actually wrote down that Chrissy Teigen was hospitalized a couple days ago for excessive bleeding because she is pregnant about, I think, like almost 20 weeks she was.
Yeah.
And she announced that they had a miscarriage, and they named their little boy Jack, and it was so sad.
It's really sad. And she, I love her. I follow her on Twitter, but everyone is kind of praising her because celebrities, like, she bears it all. So, like, instead of even just announcing it, she posted like really intimate pictures of them in the hospital. And so I just applaud her, and people were saying like it could help other people and
Definitely.
stuff like that.
Because there's so many times that nobody knows that happens to families, to couples, to people alone, and like they never share it, and then now they have somebody that they can like think like, oh, it's not just me, I'm not alone.
Yeah, and I think too, like we put stars up on like these high pedestals and stuff and think like stuff like that can't happen. So I don't want to say it's nice to see that, but it's nice that she's sharing it.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, on a happier note, this is what our podcast is about. You guys know that this is a Tyler and Hannah ship, and we will sail into the night with Tyler C and Hannah. So Tyler has been in Los Angeles. There was a picture of them eating in LA together. There were some other people at the table, but definitely Tyler and Hannah were together, whether they're just friends or they're more, or they don't know what they are. They were together. He was also with the guys of the Hype House, and they were working out. Like him and Bryce were working out on Instagram, and I was like, wow, that's some stuff.
Yes, I saw the picture of all of them together, and I was just like, oh my God, is he joining the Hype House? I'm just kidding.
He's too good for it, but like he's so nice. He'll hang out with whoever because he's so nice.
He is really nice. You should tell the people about your first experience with copyright.
Okay, I found that picture of them, posted it, and then whoever took the picture, whatever the paparazzi was, or I don't even know, our picture was blowing up, guys, blowing up. And apparently somebody else owned the copyright rights to it, so they made me take it down.
So where did you get the picture from? Obviously you get them from like what we, like E-News and stuff, but where was that specific one from?
One of the groups that I'm in. It was like a bachelorette group or something.
Gotcha.
And I was like, oh my gosh. And it had just been posted on that group. Like whoever took that picture, I found it in 30 minutes and then I posted it. So it was the next day that somebody reported it.
Dang. So it was blowing up? I didn't see that it had blown up.
Yeah, we just like, because I tag both of them. Like I tagged Hannah, I tagged Tyler. I like hashtag all of them. And then like it's on people's discovery page when it's just when Tyler and Hannah pictures are on there. Yeah. Like anybody else, nobody not really. About. Just them.
Dang. So that was our first copyright experience. Carly's getting sued. No, I'm just kidding. Just had to take it down.
And then some other news this week, Larissa was officially fired from TLC and will not be returning to 90 Day Fiancé because she did like this porn show on this website, and then they were like, thank you, bye.
Yes, and I'm honestly kind of shocked because I saw in some other groups that I'm in, like, okay, I understand it probably broke her contract, but I guess like other 90 Day celebrities, I don't know if you want to call them celebrities, have done similar things and didn't get kicked off. Like I guess Brittany, for example, she's on the other way right now, does like lives and stuff of like her boobs and things like that. So people are like hypocrites much. So I'm wondering if that just means Brittany's going to be gone soon too.
But like I feel like Larissa's was
like
bad.
Not just like boobs, but like bad.
I didn't watch it. All I saw was her promoting it. I just think that it was like an OnlyFans.
Yeah, and I want to say in the 90 Day Fiancé group that I'm in, one of the girls in there subscribed to Eric's OnlyFans, and it is bad. Like it is like she posted screenshots before that weren't super bad, just the stuff she could screenshot, but then she got kicked off Facebook for posting it, I guess. But she said it's like X-rated, like him and Larissa together.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Your friend from elementary school, what is he doing?
Don't know, but he's making money. I can tell you that. They're making ka-chang.
I know, dude. Don't even talk to me about money right now because I'm sad. Okay, I'm glad you wrote this down because I wanted to talk about this because I read the article on this. I think you wrote it down, unless it was me. Shepard revealed he relapsed. Did you write that?
Yeah, but I put 10 years. I wasn't sure if that was right.
I think it was 11. I think you're almost spot on.
Okay.
And It was so heartbreaking. So he announced it on his podcast. If Jeannie's listening to this, she listens to his podcast too, Armchair Expert. And basically, he got in a car wreck. Actually, it might have been a motorcycle wreck, something years ago. And so he had to take opioids for it, but he didn't really relapse then because he had to take them and it was like totally fine. Then something else happened recently and he had to take opioids again and it had made him relapse, and I think he drank alcohol too.
Oh no.
I know, it's like heartbreaking. Jeannie, if any of those stats are wrong or those facts are wrong, let me know. But I read the article and it's just heartbreaking. But also it kind of goes back to the Chrissy Teigen thing where, I don't know, it's just nice. I don't want to use the word nice, but they could be helping someone else, I guess.
Yeah, he could have just not told anybody. And I think it is good for them too, because then they have this support system, like of people that accept them or like really, really like them, and then like they can continue to support them in their endeavors.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
Cute. Okay, Jeffree Star.
Crazy. Have you been reading the articles that I've been sending you?
No, I just like look at the headlines and I'm shook.
Okay, sometimes I do that when you send me stuff too. Then we talk about it on this podcast, so it doesn't matter. Okay, you guys. So we talked to you a couple weeks ago. Honestly, it might have been a couple months ago. Jeffree Star started seeing a new man. I can't remember his name, and I should have wrote it down, but he used to be an NBA player. Well, recently, I guess they don't have pictures of each other anymore, and the other guy posted a picture of something, and Jeffree commented on it, and of course, everybody picked up the comment. It said something like, "Oh, you really can't answer your phone. You need to return all the stuff you stole from me." So then everyone's like, oh my God, what is happening? What is happening? So then Jeffree goes on Snapchat or Instagram because he loves to post.
To do that.
Yes, he loves videos. And he said, Jeffree Lynn, which made me laugh so hard that he calls himself Jeffree Lynn. It's like Jeffree Lynn didn't listen to his own rules and, you know, he got in trouble. Someone stole from me. He wouldn't say his name, but he's like, someone stole from me and blah, blah, blah. Well, then the other guy, I'm telling you guys, this is deep. It's so deep. The other guy came out and said, stop lying on me. I didn't steal anything. But if you want to go there and trash my name, I'll tell everyone what I found in your bedroom, which will ruin your life.
What was it?
I don't know. We don't know. He just said that. Yes.
Threats.
And so that's where we're sitting right now. I haven't seen any updates today. But yeah, Jeffree Star and his boyfriend have broken up. Apparently he was robbed, maybe, and the other guy has something on Jeffree. So that's where we stand.
He just really gets himself into these scenarios.
There are certain people in life that drama follows. I don't know what the criteria is to be one of those people, but he's one of them.
Yes. In another YouTuber news, Shane Dawson has broken his silence on Instagram because Ryland announced yesterday he's doing a podcast called The Sip, I think. Like, it's just called The Sip. And he's doing it with one of his friends that he's known since he moved to LA. I think she has red hair. I don't remember what her name was. Not Ariel. Something like Gabrielle or something. So anyways, Shane went on Instagram like to promote that for Ryland.
Oh, that's cute. So I was on YouTube maybe 2 days ago or something, maybe yesterday, and I saw a Ryland video popped up, but I didn't click it.
Yeah, yesterday he announced the podcast and how excited he was for it, and he's always been like hosting since he moved to LA, and now he gets back to his roots. So he's just so cute. I love him.
I know, and I love them together, so it's like hard, and I'm just in a conflicted spot.
I know. So that's some other news for them. Yeah. Anything else in What's the Haps?
One small thing, and I know we've taken a lot of time on What's the Haps, but so Kelly Clarkson, you know, she was married to her manager. They're getting divorced, or they are divorced. I don't know if it's finalized. Well, now the management company is suing her. So her former father-in-law is suing her, saying that she owes them over $1 million, and by the end of 2020 she'll owe them $5.5 million
for making deals for her.
Yes, I guess. But I just, obviously, I don't know. Kelly Clarkson is not the person who will not pay her bills. You know?
So true.
So, anyways, just a small little what's the haps left. Do you want me to talk about Don't Be Tardy before we go into like shows?
Sure.
Okay, because this can be like what we're loving right now. Okay, guys, so slow TV week this week. Basically all we had, well, we have like Kardashians and stuff, and we watched Big Brother, but I was looking for something to start because all of the housewives are gone, but some of them come back next week, I think. And next week, Don't Be Tardy comes back, right? Do you know? The 6th? I may have made that up. She's shaking her head, yes. Okay, so I was like, I've never watched Don't Be Tardy. Maybe I'll just watch because I want to start the new shows that are coming up on Bravo. So I want to start the new season. So I was like, okay, I'll watch like the How They Got Here episode. And it was like little mini episodes, like 30 minutes. Oh my God, it was so funny. I don't know. I don't know why I loved it so much. Actually, I do. I know why I loved it because I love rich people that trashy is not the right word I'm looking for, but like I love rich people that, like, for example, she smokes cigarettes, she's always holding wine, she's always wearing sweatsuits when she's at home, but she's also glamorous. So like her hair's always done, her makeup's always done, she has huge lips, like it's so much. And I just fell in love with the family. So I've decided to start season 1, and I'm like booking through it because they're 30 minutes.
They're short little baby episodes.
Yes, I'm on like episode like 6 or 9 or something.
So good.
So good. And I'm so glad you wrote some notes on here. So it's Kim and Corey Bierman.
Croy
Bierman. Wow, am I even a true fan? And you wrote their net worth on here, which I thought was low. Isn't that interesting?
And that's like Google. I don't know if it's real or not, but it says Kim is worth $3 million and Croy is worth $5.5 million.
Yes. And so you told me, so Croy used to play for the NFL, but now he's retired and he just like supports Kim.
Yeah, like literally just does whatever she wants him to do. Like he drives her to Starbucks in the morning, drives her home, drives her to go to the casino if she wants to go to the casino, takes care of the kids, does stuff around the house. Nothing, like,
that's just the dream. And that's what I'm saying. Like she goes to the casino. Like I love rich people that are rich, but still like aren't like rich with their pinkies up. Does that make sense?
Yeah, they're just like real. And Kim has been that since she started on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like she has not been anything but herself. And that's why she's come so far, like with Bravo, because that's all that they want. They want somebody that's not going to sugarcoat anything, and she lets it all out there. It's so good.
Yes. And the way she talks to people is so funny. Like, first of all, she cusses a lot. I can totally relate. But she just tells people exactly like how it is. And I have fallen in love with Don't Be Tardy, but there's physically no way for me to watch all like 8 seasons before Wednesday or whatever day that is.
Don't be tardy for the party. Whoa, whoa.
And what's funny is season 1 is called Don't Be Tardy for the Wedding because it's her wedding.
So I think that before they picked up Don't Be Tardy for the Party, they like did a spinoff of the Housewives for their wedding. And then it did so well, they were like, okay, let's just give them a show.
Gotcha. But yeah, I love it. Like you wrote it, like she's always wearing wigs. She uses solo cups. Like she's always in like fluffy boots and just like living her best life. Something you wrote that was interesting though, you said someone had a mini stroke.
Yeah, she did. She was on Dancing with the Stars and like went to LA, did all of like the filming and stuff, started the season, and then she was hospitalized, and it turned out she had a mini stroke. So she had to like start doing all this stuff for her health, and like heart disease runs in her family. Oh, wow. And so she couldn't continue on with Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, she was trying to make that money and she couldn't.
That's what I'm saying. I love her. And I told Carly, it's just making me want money so bad. Like, I texted Connor, I said, we need to start investing because I need to live the life I was meant to live, you guys. I was meant to like get plastic surgery, get Botox. Like, that is the life that is for me.
And she's friends with like Malika and Chloe because she has like the skincare line and like has like really, really nice stuff. And so she sent it to Chloe, and like Chloe uses like the oil diffuser that she has and all this stuff, and like we'll post about Kim's line.
Oh, wow. So her products are actually good.
And Brielle and Kim were both at Malika's baby shower in Kardashians, like this most recent season.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
I just
so it's all connected.
And I'm excited to keep watching it.
You gotta keep the followers updated.
I will on my tardy journey.
So good.
Okay. Anything you're loving right now, or should we just go into the TV shows? You're loving cleaning.
Yeah, love Go Clean Co on Instagram. She's just so good. Like everything that you want to know how to clean. If you need to clean silver, go to her highlights and look up silver and it's there. Like everything you want to clean is there.
Do you own silver?
No, but like there's silver on my like faucets and stuff.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. Got you.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay. Previously on Big Brother All Stars. I said it wrong. Previously on whatever. Okay. We had a triple eviction this week. And I'm telling you, production is slacking. I like kind of already thought that. I don't remember why. Like, I feel like something else happened. Oh, remember when they first started the season and the door was locked? Like, little stuff is just happening. And
maybe they have a skeleton crew because like there's only a certain number of people allowed to be there because of Corona.
You're probably right, actually. You probably just hit it on the head. So it was going to be a triple eviction. They didn't know that though. But Dr. Will gave them a hint and said, always think 3 steps ahead. So everything that I was reading on the live feeds, people didn't see that part. So they were already speculating triple eviction. So I thought, and a lot of other people thought, the producers told them it was a triple eviction. And I was so annoyed because the best TV comes out of surprises, right? Oh my gosh. Carly, you're frozen again.
Hello?
Oh yeah, you're back. Okay. I can hear you. I just can't see you. Can you hear me? Oh my gosh. Let me pause this. So this time I think it was my internet. So sorry, we just keep letting you guys down. Okay, we were talking about Big Brother. I think the last thing I said was you said it was like a skeleton crew. And basically we found out there was going to be a triple eviction. Cody was the original HOH. So for the regular person going home, it was Kevin. But I really, for a split second, thought they might vote David out. I mean, Kevin went home with all the votes, but I was just waiting for someone to make a bigger move, I guess.
Yeah, and then they were forced to. That's why they did the triple eviction, is because that they like counted out how everything was going, and they were like, we have to do a triple eviction to get somebody in the alliance out.
Yes, because this whole time it's been just kind of, I don't want to say boring because I like Big Brother, but predictable, which is what killed me. And so finally, the second person to go home, we knew it was going to be David because he was just on the block. That's exactly what happened. But then the triple. Wait, before David went home, was it David and Nicole on the block together?
Yeah, Memphis put Nicole and David up.
Yes, and that's when I thought Nicole was going to go home because the first 2 votes were Tyler and
Christmas,
and they both voted Nicole out. And so I was so hopeful. And then, no, David still went home. Triple person to win HOH was Tyler, and I love Tyler, and he put up Danny and Nicole, and Danny went home. I glad Danny went home because I didn't really like her, and she was definitely a shit stirrer, but I kind of realized they're now targeting all the women.
I know. I agree. I think a guy's going to win it. I think it's going to either be Memphis, which I hate that. If he wins, I'm going to be so mad.
Me too.
But whoever wins is good at the game, you know? I hope Tyler stays.
I want Tyler to win. I feel like if Memphis wins, it'll be like last year when Mickey won and everyone was so freaking annoyed.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's where we're at. It's going to be interesting coming up. Oh, do you want me to give you a spoiler of who won the HOH for the coming week?
Yeah, tell me.
It was Cody.
Okay. I don't think he'll send Tyler home, do you?
They are saying on the feeds he's talking about Tyler and Christmas going up.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wait.
Because they voted out Nicole. Because they were the ones that voted Nicole.
Yes. So this is where it's going to get good, though, because the alliance obviously has to turn on each other. So I'm excited. Finally, maybe something. I mean, I guess we know what's going to happen, right? We're getting close to the end. There's only 7 people.
Yeah. Crazy.
So, exciting. Okay. You have a Kardashians moment.
Yeah. Kardashians is pretty good. It's like February and March of this year that they're airing. So like they're talking about coronavirus. They're going to Paris for Fashion Week in March. And they're like, some of them don't go. Like Khloe doesn't go. Scott doesn't go because they don't want to get stuck in France and not be able to like come back for their kids.
Yeah.
Like they'd be able to come back. Like they're the Kardashians.
Literally,
like,
they
just
can
get a plane and come home. But anyways, they don't go. Kanye has his fashion show in Paris. North goes up and sings her song. And it's so cute. And then Malika has her baby shower and she's like really having problems with her baby daddy.
So is she married or no?
They're not married. They just dated for like 2 years. And he sings the I'm in love with the cocoa.
Oh, that's him?
OT.
I don't know his name, but I know the song.
Yeah, that's him. But he's
also don't date a guy who literally has a song about being addicted to cocaine, but okay.
Yeah. And then they are teasing Scott going to rehab and somebody exposing him being there, like from their family.
Oh my God, because do you remember that he went and everyone thought it was someone at the rehab that did it?
Yeah, he said, I don't trust her. It's a her. I don't trust her anymore. She exposed me.
That's insane.
What if it's Sophia?
They're broken up again.
Yeah. So. And I just feel like that Courtney's going to announce she has a baby with Scott again. Like she's pregnant with Scott's baby and they're back together. Courtney? And like that would be everything.
You really think that's going to happen or you're just dreaming?
If Scott can get his crap together and stay sober, Courtney would be with him.
Yeah, but would he be with her? Because in my eyes, she's so boring, you know?
I know, but like they were playing this past weekend, Courtney and Khloe Take the Hamptons.
Yeah.
And they were so cute together. Like really, they loved each other.
Yeah, they do. Maybe they will. Maybe his shit will be together and they can be a family again.
I mean, they already have 3 kids together. What's one more, you know?
True. How old is she, though? She's got to be almost 40.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay, good. I'm glad you're our resident Kardashian because I just can't get on board, okay?
Well, it's not for much longer.
True. You only have to do 2 more years. 2 more seasons, I mean.
Yes. All right. Dancing with the Stars really fast.
Yes.
I only watched half of it. It was Disney night. Carol Baskin did Circle of Life from The Lion King, and they literally put Pasha in this costume with prosthetics on his face, making him look like a lion, and that was just not okay with me.
It was so embarrassing. I'm like, who came up with these costumes? Like, just wear the lion leotard or whatever. Like, why did they need all the wigs and everything? Like, was that Carol's idea?
No, they're just doing the absolute most because they knew that she was going home.
Yeah, and she like was horrible at dancing. Literally the judges' critiques, and I could see it, like she literally just goes through the motion. She's like dee, 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 like she's walking. Like It's supposed to be a part where you're like running or something and she's walking.
Yeah, it was bad. It was so bad.
Yeah.
But a lot of the other people are really good. So I'm excited that Carol is gone, that we can actually like get to the season now. And it's
Yeah.
not about Carol.
And I feel like, obviously I'm not like a resident Dancing with the Stars person, but I feel like the older people usually go first anyways. And so now it's like, okay, we can get to like people that actually have a chance of winning.
Yes, exactly.
So that'd be nice. Okay, I know you've been just dying to talk about this show because I am too, honestly. The only Real Housewives we have going on right now is Potomac, and it is serving.
It's so crazy. There was that physical altercation. Okay. You didn't see the Instagram post that I shared. It went play by play what happened.
Yes, because that last week's episode, all we saw was the initial like
Conversation.
Yes, we
The
didn't.
yells.
Yeah, the what's the word I'm looking for? The taunting.
Yeah. Drag me, Monique. Drag me. And so then Monique starts flipping Candace's hair, gets so close to her face, grabs her hair. Candace can't see because her head is down. And so she has a glass of wine and she shoves it at her because that's all she can do. Like, she's like, when somebody has your head,
oh yeah,
what else are you supposed to do except for wave your arms around?
For sure.
She splashes the wine at Monique. And then the wine glass, she breaks it I think she breaks it on the table and then it's like broken.
Yeah.
And it hits Monique in the mouth. But not like she's like completely gashed and like bleeding.
Yeah, and I don't think Candace like was thinking like,
no,
break this wine glass to hurt someone. Like, she's just flailing at this
yeah,
point.
what are you supposed to do when somebody has your hair? Actually, it's a wig. Yes. And it stayed on. If it would have been me, I would have like take my wig off, girl. Bye.
Yes. Like it had to be sewn in or something because so Monique is like pounding her head. Oh, that was my phone. It wasn't on silent. Whoopsie. Monique is like pounding her head. Like so much
takes her other hand and like starts hitting her.
So much is going on. Like everyone has their hands in it. Like freaking Wendy, Karen, Robin, Giselle, Ashley's in the bathroom. I didn't even realize. Just so much. They finally like break them apart. And this is where I think Monique was already in the wrong when you turn it violent. But this is where it's like, okay, you took it even farther. So they break them up. They somehow get Monique like in a stairwell. And she's like trying to make the producer let her go back out there to beat her up.
She is so triggered. She's seeing black and you can tell because she wouldn't let go of her wig. And there was 100 people telling her to back up, and they had to get Candace out of there. And she was like, why am I the one being rushed out? I'm not the one fighting. Yeah. And they're like, no, you're going to get murdered if you don't leave.
Yeah, because then Monique goes around the producer out the stairwell. She starts running towards the SUV, Carly. I know you saw it, but I'm just shook that she literally starts running towards the SUV. It was like Jerry Springer. They do this on Jerry Springer when I watch it. Yeah, and then she calls Chris, and he's like, oh, that's embarrassing. I love that he called her out. Like, oh my gosh, if I did, I would be crying. And that's the thing, too. She's still, and we'll see, obviously, next week or this week's episode, whatever you want to say. I feel like she does not care that happened. Agreed. It was just crazy. The other crazy storyline is Giselle's boyfriend having 6 to 7 baby mamas. Yes. So we see Jamal, they go to the opening of the new restaurant. Giselle invites her dad. Her dad has never liked Jamal. It seems like didn't even want them to get married because he's always had a past with infidelity. So then off camera, they get his recording and he says that. He says like he has 6 or 7 baby mamas. So then I'm like, oh my God, I got to Google this, you know? So I Google it, and all that Google has, which of course there can be secret children, is I guess he has like a 22-year-old son that, ooh, yeah, he had before he met Giselle. Why did I say Janelle? What is this, teen mom? Giselle. He has the 3 kids with her, obviously. And then he has like a 5-year-old.
Okay, so it's not like 100 kids.
Yeah, technically that's only 3 different mothers, but I don't know what else is out there. Like, does Giselle's dad know something we don't know?
Wow.
I know. And you put,
I'm sure.
Oh, I was gonna say, what were you gonna say?
I'm sure he does know because he lives in Atlanta and he knows everything.
Yes. And you put your funny tweets in here, but you put one that said Karen was tweeting about Giselle.
Yeah, Karen and Giselle have such a history that they just have to do that. Like, they just have to go at each other every time.
Yeah. Can't fault Karen, I guess, because I know Giselle probably is doing the same shady stuff.
Yep. So Potomac is everything. If you're not watching it, you must.
Yeah, and next week the clip is they all go to Karen's house to talk about it, but Candace doesn't go, which I think was so smart. And it looks like Monique is saying, like, then I don't need to be a part of this group, because the women hammer her hard. It looks like they're like, I don't want to be around you. I can't believe you did that. And so then she says, then maybe I don't need to be in this group, but we'll just see how it plays out.
And Candace mentioned that she hasn't seen Monique since that fight in person. Still.
Oh, really? Like, to this day?
On Watch What Happens Live, she said that.
So that's interesting. Has there ever been like a Housewives where it's like they refuse to film with each other?
I don't know if they're, are they both housewives still?
Tea.
I don't know. They're probably going to tell us soon.
That's tea. Interesting. Okay, let's quickly go into like the TLC world. So 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way is still on hiatus, but we got the tell-all part 1 of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After. Basically, you wrote exactly what I was thinking. No relationships are going strong. Like, there are cracks in all of them. We see Larissa and Ericy, which I guess technically they're together. You could call that something. She had all of her plastic surgery. We see Colt with his mom, Debbie. Not really a big storyline there. They just went over, like, I guess Colt cheated on Larissa and Jessica, but I don't really care about Colt, and I know you don't either.
Don't care.
Libby and Andre, there are some definite cracks going on. I did feel sad for Libby because that was the first time she saw the footage of her family calling the food there for peasants. And it's just heartbreaking, It's just so rude.
So rude and uncultured. Like, just because somebody eats something different than you doesn't mean that they're peasants.
Still trying to defend it. They were like, it's not pig fat, whatever. So
yes, it is. It's bacon. Austin literally was watching it with me. He would know. He actually cuts them up. He's like, no, actually, bacon is fat.
Yeah, that's literally like all it is.
Yeah, so they're dumb. They're just stupid.
They are stupid. I did see that someone pointed out on her Instagram, she added the emoji that has a pregnant belly back to her bio.
Who?
Libby. So possible another kid.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, so Andre's gonna be even bigger stay-at-home dad. I always say her name wrong. Tanya?
Yes.
Tanya and Sinjin. Yeah. We didn't go deep into their story yet. I'm sure it'll be on like part 2 or 3. But they're still together. They're gonna fight about kids and him drinking. We saw a lot about Angela and Michael. Wait, no, did we see their segment? Yes. Do you remember?
I ended it early, so they may have done it at the end.
Well, I just know they spoke up. Oh, you know who they did, and it's not listed on here? They did Asuelu and Kalani's segment. That's what it was. That took up the bulk of the episode. And basically they're still together, but just no one is going strong.
No. It's sad. And then Paul and Karini aren't even on there. So where the heck are they?
Gallivanting across Brazil. Like, they're in so many, I don't know. This show is just wild.
Yeah, it's nuts.
We'll definitely finish the tell-alls and let you guys know at the end all the conclusions. I did make one small note on here that I am watching Darcy and Stacy, but honestly, it's pretty boring. Like, you can tell.
So don't waste my time.
Yes, you can tell they're just like fishing for content to make it an hour. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's weird, like they live in their dad's house and they call it their dad's house. And I'm like, you guys are like 40-year-old women. And it's just the same old Darcy throwing herself into like a man who like probably isn't very receptive.
So awkward. So weird.
Yes. But okay, anything else?
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Yeah, as always, follow us on Instagram. Carly runs our Instagram at the Showgirls Podcast. Our episodes have been so long, like I haven't even looked for advices, but if you guys want us to give you advice, definitely DM us on our Instagrams or the Showgirls and we can give it to you guys.
All right. Talk to you next week.
Bye.